Welcome back, ladies and gents. As we ended the last video, we were just here going to engage this Azrai army. They should have a lot of prisoners of ours. Whatever was in this army over here they took. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's make sure that we do not. By the way, how many prisoners do they have overall? They have 9. All right, they're in this party. None of them now is the only one. Now and Lauren are actually in Kiev, but the others should be in this party. Oh. So let's go ahead and see if we can free them as well as win this battle. (1441) verse 869. And I already know. You know what? Before I even get started, I'm going to go downstairs and turn on the fans. All right. Already starting to get warm. Let's see what we got here. There's their line. We outnumber them, obviously, greatly, so I'm just going to start right here. I don't think they're going to come to us. Chances are we'll have to go to them. They could have some horse archers. I don't know how many, though. Let's go from that position right there. Let's see what they're doing. All right, they're moving away from us. We've got 60 horse archers. Let's move down here a little bit and let the archers have a little room to fire. They've got plenty of room to come around behind us if they're so inclined to do so. Archers, stay facing them. Infantry, stay facing them so you keep your shields in front of you. Now let's see if we can get these horses over here engaged.
Leave no one breathing. Horses! Move out! Move out! Attack now!
Nope. Let's see. Nope, we'll let them go. And in the meantime, we can be marching in closer.
Hold on.
All right, let's come back. We don't want to get too close to them. Yet. We don't get too close to them yet. All right, they had 60. We only got 20. We still got 40 left.
Infantry! Onward! Move out!
All right, are they sending? No, they're still fainting. And I don't mean fainting as in passing out. All right, here comes their 40 horse archers. Shield on my back as I move away from them.
Archers! Move! Look that way! Riders! Horsemen! Get moving! Cavalry! Get moving! Footmen! Cut them down!
Maybe we can intercept a few of them. Got a few more. Got a few more. Alright, I think we're where we need to be as far as position.
Warrior, move!
Let's go ahead and get ready for their inevitable cavalry charge.
Archer onwards! Face to the footmen! Forward! Bows down! Infantry! Move out! Move out!
Alright, shield wall. Shield wall. Oh, yeah? Yeah, I missed him. What else is new? I just can't get my fingers to work properly. There we go. Alright, I think I've got it down now. Worried about those tossers, of course, as always. Oh, I thought I had my I still don't have it down. Can't get my timing. Yep. Got to get the shield back up. All right, I think I've got it now. I hope. I'll probably be down here in just a moment. Well, I can't even move. That's why a smart person would be standing off to the edge. No one's ever accused me of being smart. There it is. All right. Let's see what they're going to do. Utrecht. That's my #1 son right there. Sherry infantry gained a level. Yeah, this was terrible. This is terrible management by me starting off. All right. We lost 25. I didn't get anything out of it, all right, other than the win.
Stop.
We should have freed some prisoners, though.
I give up. Enough. Enough.
All right, I didn't see any. We got 7 prisoners myself, but I didn't see that there was any Battanians telling us thank you for freeing us. Well, we got some troops out of it. Remember, they just defeated a Battanian army, so I should be able to get some Battanian troops out of this. Let's see what we got. I need 1 archer right there. Boom. And 3 horses. I almost clicked on that. 1, 2, 3. Look at that, how that worked out. And the rest should be infantry. If I get any more, it should be infantry. Oh, right there. Oh, whoa, 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 not sturgeons. Okay, that gives me... I'm going to take these... You know, I hate to leave these guys behind. I'm going to take these. I want to take everybody, you know. We'll just take everybody and I'll sort it out amongst the group. I was going to say crew and group together. Group. All right, let's see what we got here. 7 upgrades. Is it all going to be the new infantry captain? Nope, Pete got some. So we want... Well, he doesn't have a pole arm that he's swinging at all. So I'm just going to go with clean thrust. He doesn't have a pole arm, period. But for purposes of tournaments, maybe. Remember in the last video, I swapped out everybody who had a spear? Braced for sure. For Liza. And shield bearer. And pikeman. And then we will give you, I don't know. I'll give you a little, yeah, I'll give you a little this. Why not? At least it's somewhat useful. Medicine for Rogan, the infantry leader. We won't walk it off. All right, there we go. See what we can do about these prisoners. You didn't lose anybody, or you recruited already.
I'm yours to command.
I could have swore she was in a 3rd place. I must have clicked wrong. I'll look at that here in just a moment. Probably should have... Did I start on Idris or Mitch? Now I don't even know. Okay, I started on Idris. Mitch should have been my next click. I'm just not... I don't know. Maybe I'm just feeling out of sorts today. It's fine. We're going to wind up having to stuff Utrecht. Now, I say my #1 son. I don't actually know if that's true. No. Mitch was born first. And Utrecht's probably my actual last son, but he's the one that looks the most like me. That's why I said that.
Pete.
All right, we're going to just absolutely... Well, I don't have to, do I? But we need to look at this. Because we got some good troops we can give out. Let's look at infantry. That's 3, 6, 7, 8. And I don't think we need... We'll take this guy and this guy. We don't need those type of horses. I'd like to get rid of that light cav, but we'll see how that works out. I'll give you that guy. And in fact, I will also give you prisoners because I think once I dump 100 prisoners, I'm not going to have the same capacity. So let's go back and look at Samantha. We got these troops that we need to sort. She's got 4 infantry. let's go ahead and give her these horse troops. And may as well take the equites. So we'll take those 4 and those 4. And that one. Yeah, all right, let's see what we need. 2 troops, so you'll take that one and that one. All right, Mitch, what do you have? What can we do for you here? You got beat up, didn't you? Militia, we definitely want to get rid of the militia. And the militia are fine. They fight as a normal troop would fight. The problem with the militia, in my opinion, is they never upgrade. You're never going to get a better troop out of them. So it's the whole time they're fighting for you. Even if they live, they're not getting better. So that's why I prefer to have an actual troop type as opposed to the militia. Even a recruit will become tougher over time. All right. We got 6 recruits. I'm not sure we have enough. I'm going to give you this guy. That guy. These can be devastating. And one more. Yeah, I think this might be all the stuff that we dump, but we'll see here shortly. Take a look at Idris. All right, you've got a looter. Well, we definitely don't want those looters. And a militia archer. Alrighty then. If you enjoy any of the videos I've put out, would you please subscribe? Don't smash it. I don't want you destroying your keyboard or anything of that nature. Just doesn't cost you anything to do. It's just a click of the mouse button or the finger press. And I'd appreciate that. Thank you. Now, I think I have way too many archers, so we're going to put you up here. Move my Battanians up so I can see what I'm working with. You've got 70 archers. You don't need any more. But you do need 3 regular troops. I think I'm going to wind up giving you... You know what? Before I do that, Idris, let me get rid of what I know I don't want. All right, these 55 troops. Let's see what that leaves me with. Pure Battanians and the militia archer. I'll get rid of that one. All right, that's good. I don't want those 56 troops. We got 10 Imperial recruits right there. We'll give you those 8. I didn't want to give you any more. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, let me get rid. Who's got the least amount of archers? 51, 54, and 60. So it is Mitch. Idris had 70. Let's give you 7, 8, 9, 10. Man, it's difficult. We'll take those 3 guys, even though those are good warriors. We'll take those 3 horses. And the brigand and the Varyeg. We don't need more horse troops there. Probably the raiders. Yeah, let me take a raider or 2. There we go. Let me dump what I don't want. Okay, still got 11. So who was it that had 50? It was you. All right, let's go ahead and give you 7, 5, and 2. 7. There we go. Now, 200. Now I've got too many horse troops. So I'm going to give you... I only want 75 horse troops. There we go. Now I'll take you two back. And what do we want to get rid of here? Probably more raiders. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'll take these raiders. There's too many of them. There we go. That should top everybody off. Looks a little better from my standpoint. And who was... Ooh, boy, that was... No wonder we suffered so many losses. I didn't change it back. That was still Rogan, the infantry leader. Ooh, I forgot to do that because I had swapped it at the end of the last video. All right, well, he's going to stay. And we're going to get some extra... Now I've got too many prisoners. There we go. He's going to stay the medic so he can get some experience as we head back to Ortesia. Let's see what we're looking. Southern Empire. Wait, they want us to pay 15,000. No way. And the Azerai want to pay us 1730. But only 20% support it. Oh, this is... What do we got here? Tubeless? Okay. After that battle, they've only got 4 people. Oh, I guess Duane wasn't in that army that we just attacked. It's a shame. Brannick, you're going to Tubeless. Everybody's going to Tubeless. I think we've got the Azerai contained for now. Meaning the AI army should be able to handle themselves against the Azerai. I don't know what the Southern Empire is doing, though. Are they at war with someone else? Nope, just us. They are pretty powerful. I don't think I have any lords. Yeah, I don't. And you know what? I will take that militia troop and toss him in the garrison here. And let's see how much money they have. They're only 33 grand. Get rid of the moo cows, the snort hogs, and the bass sheep. I don't know why I say that. A lot of times in my daily life, I say things just to amuse myself. It doesn't matter if no one else finds it funny, but it amuses me, so that's probably why I'm saying it, because it amuses me. I realize it sounds childish and so forth and so on, but I am playing a video game. I'm 60-something years old, so... For a moment there, I forgot how old I was. Oh, goodness. All right, because it's a new year, you see. Be 65, I think, this year. My God, now I'm going to have to do the math. All right, at any rate. Let's see here. I don't think... Yeah, there's nothing here. This is really expensive, though. We'll go ahead and sell it. And then just manually do the other 4 items that they'll be able to buy. Maybe we got one for 35. There it is. Okay. We're going to run... Who would be closer? Okay, we're going to run the Sargo while we're healing. Just, Sargo should have enough money to take everything. Let's take a gander at this while we're at it. All right, Prevend is our most prosperous, which is owned by me. Then Dunlaney's, Oxhall, Revolt, Sargo. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the 5th most prosperous city on the entire map. In our faction. Medicine is now 58. Keep going, Rogan. In fact, if money up, surely that wasn't. There's 1,800 troops there in that army. That must have been that secondary army that was coming down here. It was smaller. It was only 500 or 600. It doesn't matter. I'll be heading back there. And while I'm here, I'm going to check the garrison to see if there's higher tier troops that I can take. For example, these Fians, there's 3, and then I'll take these champs. And then this 2 scouts become 2 horsemen. And that's it. No infantry here for me. All right, let's look at the town. Everything looks good. Irrigation, I want to get it at least above 1,000. Well, he's already above 1,000. We got a little bit more on Calradia. This is not going to change as long as that prosperity is going up. Almost $3,000 a day in taxes. I could do the housing, and that would alleviate. See, where prosperity is -1, and that's the problem. What do these grow? See, they're negative. It's negative hearths, which doesn't make any sense because if you increase the housing, you increase the workforce and more jobs. Irrigation, maybe this just increases housing and no more jobs are created. And this increases jobs because you're adding farmland. So it's a balancing act, I suppose. I do want to get this over 1,000, so we're going to let it continue to go. All right, let's see what they got. Should be able to 103,000 dinars. Piercing arrows, that's only 4. We don't need that. We got these legendary Pearson that are 7. In fact, I don't really need to keep the stacked Botkin arrows because you can buy those. Early on, I had them checked because that's what I had bought for myself, and they were not easy to come by then because of their cost. But right now, you can buy them anywhere, so we'll get rid of them. In fact, I've just got so much. You know what? We'll get rid of it all. I was going to say I've got so much money, but I did want to do some. Let's see if there is any smithy work to be had. Yeah, I'm going to start with Richard, of course. Get these hammers out of the way. As you know, it's hammer time. Probably dating myself again. All right, what have we got here? Spears? Sickle? Scythe? Scythe? I don't know how do you say it. Pitchforks? All right, that's it for you. Rogan, we're going to let you do some also. Knight Lance. Jagged Spears. And Melissa. Melissa. Ah, she was brought into the clan. All right. Oh, wrong button. I'm trying to look for ones that I brought up from kids because they will have plenty of room to expand as far as skill points. Whereas the ones that married into the clan, you know, you have to, whatever they have. There's nothing you can do about that unless they level up, and you can change it. You can add to it, but you can never actually move it around where you want it like you can the children. 114, Sherry. We've got a lot of wood. 103 for her. More hammers. You're 5. I should have started with you in the beginning. All right, that's everything as far as wood is concerned. Now let's look at yield. Ashley. And now we'll go back and do the family members that were married into the clan. Want to make sure we had enough to do the natural born first. Ah, here we go. Use them to make some charcoal. I'm not going to use Corinne again because she absolutely cannot get any experience points. Archie. I skipped over him because he's a steel maker. I was going to make some Damascene steel, but in the middle of all that, I decided not to do it. Oh, Nadia. Okay. How are we looking? Let's wait one more day. No, we're going to Jalmari's right now. Speaking of the Southern Empire, right? I was wondering what they were doing. Southern Empire. So once we get to the river or the right here and we're not completely healed, I'll go ahead and switch over to Sheila. But I think we will be healed because that's a long distance to travel. Yeah. We will be healed by then. Even with our current medic skills. All right, we got tubeless. Oh, they want to make peace. Drink water. I'm telling you what, water is one of the best things ever made. Right outside of women. Okay. We do have tubeless. Where did that army go? Did they just disband or did they get wiped out? I don't know. All right, let's go ahead. Cancel. Let's take their offer. Stop moving. Oh, I don't have it, but we'll go ahead and make peace with the Azurai. Mingus is the only one that didn't want to do it. He might own tubeless, I don't know. Oh no, he's Finn Gruffenduck. Oh, we didn't have a ruler yet. Here we go. Ragged owns Rimtor, Garantor, and Pendrake. Garantor is the only thing that's even close. Rote. Whew. You know what? I will give it to you. Why not? Why the heck not? You know what? That was a... What did you kids say? A brain fart on my mistake. I saw Rote and I thought Ortesia. I just realized it after I pressed the button. That's all right. No biggie. Have they started combat yet? Yes. And there are only 229 left. We may not make it. And we are completely healed. Let's swap over to the correct surgeon, which is Sheila. I was trying to see her medicine skill, and I still didn't see it. 297. That's perfect. Oh, my God. There's nothing we can do here anyway. 3,300 troops. All right. That means I'm calling everybody I can. Just because I can. All right. Now let's sit right here and see who shows up. Only level 2 walls. They're not going to last very long. It would be foolish to engage when I'm still 1,000, outgunned by 1,000 troops. Where are you going? You're going to rotate. Let's let you get to come on. Let's let you get to rotate and lock you down. Come on, guys. I can go get that 2,000 right now before they... No, we'll let them get locked down. If I can get in between that 2,000 and that 900. Yes, well, you know what? We're going to take the 900 first. If we can get them. Wait, let me look at speeds. No, we're not going to catch them. All right. Let's get this guy. We'll get him tomorrow at noon. It's too dark tonight. I don't want to fight in the darkness. I can, but I don't want to. Noon. High noon. All right, I'm gonna do this quicker. There's two ways I could do this, obviously. I could go ahead and attack him now. But in that case, after the battle, I'll have to fight this guy, and he's faster than me. Or I could wait for him to join us, which would give them 3,000, us 2,700. And then I can get both of them at the same time, assuming I win. Let me think about this for a moment. We would be down by almost somewhere in the vicinity of 400 troops. That's a lot of troops on the battlefield when you're on this... what's the word I'm looking for? Game level? What's difficulty level? Jeez. Let me have a drink of water again. All right. I think I'm going to go ahead and fight this battle. Because that 400 troops is a lot when you're looking at it at this level. Let's see what happens here. So 27 versus 21. And I don't know how many we'll lose in this. Hopefully not as many as the last battle because we do have the correct medic on hand now. I don't think they're going to come for us either, but I'm going to... This is really not advantageous to our way of fighting because I like to have a nice path for my arrows. Let's go ahead and set these guys up. I'm almost positive that none of these guys are on horses. But let's check it out. You got to set these up first. Come on. No, wider. There we go. And then the horse archers right here. Now I'm just going to put all these guys here because I'm pretty sure none of them are sitting on a horse. Well, I say that. This person right here looks like they could be a horse archer. I'll look. And you know what? This guy's probably a horse archer. Hang on. I mean a regular cav troop. All right, let's check these guys out here. The ones that I just... Yeah, there's no horses there. These are all archers. So they do go here. Had to be certain. I just had to be certain. Even though I don't think there's... I've seen Calradia on a horse in the past. Now, what about you? You are an actual infantry troop, or a cavalry troop. Are you a horse archer? Yes. And you? Yes. And you? Yes. Because they look like... the way they're dressed, they look sturgeons, so I was pretty sure they were horse archers. Who's got the best horse archer skill? 34, 59, and 42. And you have decreased take and range attack perfect. Absolutely perfect. That's what I would have chosen for you. Except a higher level one. All right, let's just set up right here and see what happens.
Solos down!
might get some decent loot out of this. They are 98. Yep, they're moving away from us, and I've got 86 horse archers. All right, let's see if I can get my infantry down and get the archers up a little higher.
Horses!
Horses, can you back up?
Get moving!
Back up.
Move! Warrior towards the enemy soldiers! Here, pick your targets! Footmen, face to them! Riders, get moving! Move! Horses!
All right, now horses. Run over there. Go, 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 go. Intercept, intercept, intercept. Get up to speed and then intercept. Get behind them, behind them. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Get in there. 4, get over there if you can. Go, go, go.
Horses at their charge! Cavalry!
Go, go, go. Get in between them and their lines. And then intercept.
Leave not a one breathing!
All right,
Warriors!
archers, just hang on.
shooting!
How many can we get? Idris, polearm. They've only got 26 horse as far as cavalry is concerned. That's pretty good. 35 so far, 36. That's working out pretty doggone good. I just got to get my horses back before they get involved in the infantry down there and the archers. All right, only 35 left. That worked out pretty good. That worked out pretty good. 37 down.
Horse!
Go back further, guys. Go back further. Go back further, just in case they come again.
Onwards! Horsemen!
Actually, horse, come across here. We want the right wing to come across here. So we can do that again if need be.
Move!
Let's see what they're doing. 397, 398. They're still running away, and everybody's still moving away. Come on, get around that horse. You can do it. That's one of my companions, isn't it? No.
Hear me! Move!
370. I don't think they're going to come back again. We'll give them the opportunity, though. I want their army commander to feel like he's making a difference. 380. I don't think they're coming again. Surely we didn't beat them that bad. Did we lose any? Yeah, we lost 1. 1 Battanian horse. Okay, well, we're just going to march in on them.
Footmen! Warrior forward! Infantry! Get moving! Here! Warriors! Face the soldier! Look that way!
Try to get over here to the high ground, of course. That's my way. Now, it is also perfectly fine if you have low ground and their own high ground, because depending on the terrain, that allows the archers to shoot up above your infantry. Because if they're higher up than your infantry, the line, if you took a line from an arrow or a bow and went straight to the enemy, as long as the enemy's higher than the top helmets of your infantry, you're good. All right, they're coming up here, right where I'm at.
Warrior onwards!
Which is normally where the AI hangs out, but usually when we start over on that side of the map, because the wall of the map is right up there. That little hill right there. I fought many a battle on it. All right, now that they are set, and I know, are they still moving? They're still moving. All right, hang on. I was going to get off my horse, but if they're still moving,
Footmen!
let's just keep going up.
Warrior, move!
Let's get the
Horses!
horse down there,
Ride forward!
and the horse archers are right here.
Moving!
There comes their horse.
Infantry! Form a shield wall! Here leads arrows!
All right, keep coming.
Infantry! Get moving!
Walk forward in shield wall formation. Time to get off the horse. I'll try not to go down this time.
Footman, hear me! Hear
Archers
me
come
now.
up here.
EMC shooting! Footman!
Come on, keep coming forward. Infantry right down here. Archers right here. Horse archer, or horse over there.
Horses!
Horse over there. Didn't have enough momentum there to do any significant damage. There goes one noble down. Keep marching forward. All right, let them go. Let them fly.
Infantry, forward!
Another noble down. Get out of the way, horse. Let me just get this horse out of the way. All right, toss him if you got him. Horse, go ahead and engage. You guys, engage.
Engage the enemy! Infantry!
Let's move down here. Oh, she stepped forward at the last moment. There we go.
Hear me!
All right, archers, stop firing. Run over here, quick, 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 quick. And line up just like this.
Onwards!
Nah, can't risk it. Didn't want to hit my own guys. Now fire. Right into their flank. That's it. That's it. Wow. Doggone it, legionary. Taking that two-hander. That sounds vulgar. All right. Take him out, take him out. Where's their reinforcement? Way over there. That's good. We got time to mop this up, I think, before they get here in force. All right, let's get our horse back out of the way. Okay, archers down here. Infantry right here. We're going to get ready for this next wave.
Infantry!
I want you to face that direction. Archers over here. My mistake. I'm changing my mind. Okay, now, horse, get involved. Do whatever you want to do, as well as horse archers. Doggone it. That guy could have taken me out there. I got lucky. Because I pressed the wrong button here. I did not mean for my infantry to engage like that. I meant for them to form a wall. And then while I was standing there trying to fix what I did, I still can't say that word, that Menlaviton swung at me, but luckily he didn't do any damage, or he missed. Slight damage, something like that. But he could have taken me out with one hit for sure. That guy right, one of them. Very dangerous, these troops. Any of the two big two-hander troops for whichever party it is dangerous.
He's not one breathing!
That horse was protecting my side there for a moment while I wasn't dodging. I don't know why I'm getting so far ahead of everybody else. Wear a helmet. Helmets, helmets, helmets. Ooh, that's a lot of archers. The horse wouldn't let me move over to the right to slide out of the way of that. And as I've said before, I realize I'm moving my mouse around a lot, but that's in order to not be an easy target for these archers. It may be a little disoriented for some people, but I'd rather you be a little disoriented than me go down again. At least I'm doing what I can to prevent that. Dude bent down to pick up arrows and I went right over his head. Did you see that? Looking for those horses. If I can see them coming, I can get a thrust in them and they'll go down 8 out of 10 times. That's why I have this weapon crafted as long as it is, because when I thrust with it, it's just like a spear.
Cut them down!
Going in some archers again. Oh, crap. Talk about being in a group of archers. Ah, there's horses. I'm trying to save you, buddy. Hang in there. He was surrounded by 3 of them just wailing on him. Those archers. My horses have got to get on those archers. Everybody get on those archers. Just everybody get on the archers. I know how deadly the ranged units are. We've got to take care of them. There you go, buddy. Now the archers are breaking. That's exactly what you want. Oh, horse. Oh, I still got him. That's not going to hit. Oh, that should have hit. I can't even see him. Oh, he already despawned.
Hear me! Engage the enemy!
Whew, I tell you what, they took about 60% of our forces, 60 to 65% of our forces. That was a big battle. And it was not very favorable ground. The terrain was not in our favor. Okay. We lost 160 to their 626. 18. That was a 19-minute battle, one of the longer ones. I killed 116 and only 2 in two-handed though. Corinne got 8 that time and did not go down. That's good. 3 in athletics and 1 in bow. Ooh, 20 infantry. I'm sorry. 9. How many? 13. I only lost 13. That you know, that 300. Does she have 300 medical, I think? Yep, prisoner. You know what? Everybody's going to be prisoner.
Stop.
29 upgrades. All right, let's take a gander at what we got as far as individual upgrades for nobles. There's that 980 still behind us. We should have enough room to jump into Rote and get rid of prisoners. All right, Cole the Ragged, we want you headshot or headhunter. Sheila the Medic. You are got everything I want you to have. You're only level 28 and you're already maxed. Look, 298 in medicine. This one is the important one, though, the Minister of Health. Well, they're all important, but that is really what I go for in every playthrough. All right, let's look at... I'm just going to give you scouting, because if need be, maybe I can give you some more experience via scouting. And, wow, that's a lot. I'm almost want to give her 10 in intelligence because she's the medic and that's her basic function. But I'd like her to be better at combat also. So let's give her... Well, she is... Yeah, we're going to give her 8 in vigor. That way she can get these unwavering defense. And one of these chink in the armor or the other one. All right, what else we got here? Athletics for Luvina. We definitely want braced. I've said this before in a previous video that I've done testing with every faction. I try to play each faction differently, but the problem is the game dynamics, the mechanics of the game. As I said previously is that shield wall is good in just about 99.9% of all encounters, whereas the other formations are only situational. So shield wall is really just the king of all formations.
I'm your.
It took me a moment to process 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 3. That's how old I am. I knew it was different, but I couldn't quite figure out by how many. All right. Just looking for Battanians, and you don't have any. Everybody's going to be way overstacked. But I'll look for Battanians and give Utrecht the majority of the troops.
I'm yours.
Hopefully these nobles that I pulled into my army got some experience out of that. It was a nice, long, intense battle. Should have given them plenty of time to get some experience.
Pete.
All right. You can have that 403. Let's jump into here. They're going to... What are they doing now? It says they're going to rotate. As soon as they jump in here, they'll change their mind, though. There's another army of 1,000. Now... yeah, I was going to swap over, but we need to stay with the best we have for now. Let's recruit troops. Nothing to recruit. I don't think there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. And I don't think there's going to be room in a dungeon, what I was going to say. But there is, surprisingly. I didn't think there would be. All right, so we've got 15 of you guys in there. You only got about 30 to 35 grand. No, only 13. Ooh. A lot less than I thought. We should be able to sell these. 11.7, and I thought we'd get some good loot, but it doesn't look like we did. Even though that was a huge battle. A lot of nobles involved. Generally, that's when you get better loot. The more nobles involved, the better chance of getting better loot. But this is all garbage. And we're going to start... No, I was going to start at the bottom, but I don't feel like doing that. It takes too long for right now. So 325. I bet there's not one for 6. Although sometimes I'm... Ooh, yep. How about right here? Nope. All right, we'll let it... I don't know why that happened. What happened there? All right, we'll let it go. Let's set for a moment. They're going to engage this guy is what I believe. Don't run. Golly. If he runs, he gets too far. I don't have any choice. We're going to go help him. Because he's going to catch him. Even though we're wounded pretty hard, we're going to go in anyway. Sheer numbers will win the day. Are they coming for us? March forward. It's so dark I can't really see what's happening, but that's okay. We're just going to march right for them. Archers, go ahead and shield wall. Horse, get over there. Horse, get over there. Horse archers, go ahead and do your thing. Come on, archers, get down here. Let me get off my horse. If that horse would get out of the way. I probably just killed my horse, but I needed to get through to the enemy. I can get another horse, no biggie. I think he was one of those. I know he wasn't the white one there, but he might have been one of those ones standing there that I was chopping on. Alright. We're just gonna run into him now. The guy's very dangerous. Ooh, got him out of the way. Look at you. Look at you. You know what? Everybody go after them archers. Everybody. And I mean everybody. Get out of my way, horse. Shh. I pulled it at the last moment because I saw my horse coming in. Didn't want to hit my own horse troop. Like I did right there. Those crossbows, 16 damage even without any speed bonus. Alright, across the board charge, just pick whatever target you want. Not necessarily the archers. Hey, clown. Speaking of archers. That's the advantage of having this long sword. Can't really swing down in here. Tight places. You didn't block enough. You were good at blocking, but not enough. Oh, I'm getting in dangerous territory again. There's some advantage. The closer you get to them, the less likely they are going to shoot you, believe it or not. But when the group is spread out like that, because they'll draw a melee weapon, but when the group is spread out, some of them can be meleeing you and still the rest of the group can be shooting you. So if you're going to run in on them, make sure they're closer together if you can. Find a group like that that's real snug. Wish I could find a horse. I need to get... Well, I'll just run up the hill. Let me get out of your way, buddy. There's a horse. Palfrey. Get back into the thick of it. Well, that was just the periphery of it. That wasn't the thick of it. Let's go get... Oh, wait. Here we go. Who you calling bastard? All right, back to the horse. Where are they at? Way over there. Well, not way over there. But if I was walking it, it would be way over there. Try to get in front of them and dismount. It'd be very dangerous, but hey, why not? Remember, I did say that I was gonna, if they're breaking and they're all running, I would use my horse. Okay, let's see what happens. Speaking of horses, I can't get to him. He's too... Oh, I can! I'm not gonna try to run you down, buddy. I can't believe you survived that. Ancestors are not gonna save you. That hurts my throat. That's high pitched. She's yelling. Is that it? All right. Woo. All right, only one that time out of my party, which was a wildling. Makes sense. He was right in the thick of things right from the get-go. All right, Crass, you are free to go. I mean, we helped you. Never mind. And prisoner.
Stop.
Prisoner. Yasna, you are a sturgeon. What are you doing? You had to marry one of those filthy Imperials? Well, Imperials are not filthy. They're not Khuzaits. Khuzaits are filthy. All right. Let's see what we got. No, I'll let that be for just a moment. Let's talk to these guys. Nope. There's always a chance I could be some Valandian infantry. I always need Valandian infantry. Battanian infantry. Samantha. Anything? Nope. All right, Utrick, you're my last hope. Utrick Redbeard. Nah. All right, let's jump into rotate. Get back to where we're supposed to be. Get in there. Nothing to recruit. And they're only going to have 0 money. So we'll wait a little bit for that. Yeah, I will bump this up just a little bit to get these guys healed. And I'm going to move myself over to... Who did I say last time? I forgot. I think it was Rogan, though. Archie, Pete. Yeah, Rogan. I want it to be Rogan. I don't remember what you look like, buddy. There you are. $92. I can see their status if I click on donate. I can see how healed or wounded they are. Yeah, 93. I'll give it a little bit longer. Then I'm going to release them all. All right. Now I can do this and not waste any, not waste, but not use any influence. Rogan, keep going, buddy. Whew, let's see what we got. I just like to keep my map rotated where the snow is at the top, because that just seems natural to me. All right, I think we can go get some recruits now. And I'm going to head straight to Rimtoil. Oh, I would really... well, I think he's going to get jumped. How many prisoners do they have? 27 prisoners locked up right now. Hopefully that's the cream of the crop. And anybody else that's gathering troops right now is low down the totem pole. But I've got to have some Battanian troops. I personally don't need archers, but I'm just taking everybody to help fill out the ranks. I'll pass them off here in a moment. As we head up to... I'm going to go to Maranath, because they should have more money. It's too far to run to my area, my territories. But while we're up here, let's see if I need any grapes. Nope, I'm good on grapes for now. As we head to Maranath. Actually, we will go down to Beglamore. 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 Muar. Beglamuar. Okay.
He.
Whew, let's jump in here. And in Maranath, we have clay, grain, and metal. No clay at all. I do have some grain. Let's put some metal in there, though. I'll put the wrought iron and the iron. And the rest. You know what? We'll put some fine steel in there and some steel. We'll just put it all in there. Okay. And fill the rest up with grain. Won't take much. Right there. All right, let's see what you got. You've got 100,000. Excellent. Let's kill some cows. Some sheep. Let's slaughter the animals. $29 is not bad. I'm going to lock that down. That's not bad for starting. All the rest of this is garbage. Let me lock that in because I'm not sure that this 23 is going to be enough to take this. Ooh, yes it was. 1911. Good weapon, by the way. 1911. Okay. Recruit you guys. And leave. Let's see what the situation is. 12. Yep, couple here. We're going to go this way. Grab some more. I don't think we need archers. We're pretty good in archers. We're just going to see if we can grab some infantry. And I will grab those 67 grapes because we're at 320 something last I looked, and we will have eaten some since then. Nope. You only need 2. You need 10. I'll go ahead and give you 5, 10. And we're going to bypass... You know what? We're going to go into Dunlannies because I might have some stuff to drop into Dunlannies. And in the meantime... I'm going to give you that one guy. Two recruits. How much we have? We don't need any, but I'm going to check. Is there any that's not? Okay, we'll take you. And you. And in here, we need to put in... hides, wood, and raw silk. Don't think I have any. Raw silk, but we'll see. Nope, no raw silk. Hold on. I did it again, didn't I? Oh, see, I saw tannery. I think I put some hides in Maranath, and I shouldn't have. Did I put hides in Maranath? I think I did. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. There we go. And while we're here, let me buy your booze. I forgot to do that. Let's run back to Maranath and see how much I confused myself. Might as well stop at Morihig on the way. All right, who's ready? Marcus Infantry. Let me call Marcus to my party. 4 hours. That's fine. I will go ahead and swap with you. Give you that guy. And take from you. Oh, I thought you might have some militia. You do not. But I will just take that guy from you. In fact, while I'm here, I'm just going to check everybody for militia.
Peace.
While we're up here in the lands of Battania, and we can replenish.
I'm yours.
And Utrecht, do you have any militia? Negative. All right. Pressing on to Imlag. Imlaga. All right, Marcus is here. Let me take him off his horse if he's on a horse. He is. We'll get rid of that TL horse. Oh, are you Sturgeon? Marcus. You got to have a shield, my friend. We don't have one to give you. We don't have any armor either. I'll give you this for now. And that. Didn't I just give him those boots? Oh, it was gloves. Yeah, you can have 290. This. And may as well. Oh, no. 7 and 4. You got good stuff there. We'll give you that. All right. It's the best I can do for you at the moment. We're going to swing by Sargo. Really nothing there I want or need. We'll just buy the product. All right. Sargo. In fact, I'm going to let you guys go do your thing. While I go to Sargo and make him a weapon. Some weapons. I just disband my army. See? I shouldn't have done that. That's all right. They'll immediately... Someone will call an army and use them in it. I'm so slow. I got to get rid of these horses. But we've got to get... Oh, someone wants to marry Zanny. No, I don't marry my females off yet. All right, Lynn Cavalry Captain. Lynn Cavalry Captain. And it looks like we have someone else available. All right, so Cav. Here we want takes charge or... I think... We could go either takes charge or never tires out, but I think I'm going to go with take charge. Because she is going to be a leader and then playing board games for the cunning/tactics. Who is this? Tommy Infantry. All right, I'll call you also. Rote's being sieged. Where are you, Tommy? There you go. Okay, we're definitely going to fix you. Ragged looks like he's going to Rote to handle that situation. And he does have my... Yeah. My children. All right, Tommy's here. I got to get rid of a infantry volunteer. .46 hurting. I should just... kill some of these horses. These Azrai horses for sure. And these, I consider these Kuzate horses, I do believe. That'll speed us up a little bit. Went from 2.46 to 2.21. But we're almost there. It'll be daylight soon. I'll speed up a tad. 1.8 maybe. 1.8. 1.76 actually. Okay. Let's sell this stuff that I need to sell. And I will just sell all of this to get it out of there. Ooh, I cannot believe I had that much stuff. Let's do this again then. I thought for sure that would take it. And we'll sell some horses. Mm. 138. Because as soon as I get back up with the army, I'll need these horses again. I don't want the saddle horse or the roundseys. All right, that's enough for now. Let's see if we can get a little bit of this stuff sold. We'll just knock it in. Let's go to the keep. You know what? Before I do anything, let's go to the smithy and let's go straight to... Where's he at? Marcus, and smelt some things. You know what I did? I did it again, didn't I? All right, Marcus, your infantry. So we want 7, 7, and 7. Okay. We want you to have a little bit of medicine. And I want to top this out. I want you to make at least steel. There we go. And so we'll go ahead and top this 8. 8. 8. We want you to be able to have kids in the future. I'm going to go with 9. Because he's going to be pure infantry. I think I'm going to go with this one as 9. All right, now what am I going to do here? We'll give you a little scouting so I can get you some skill just as a character. May as well bump this up all the way. Why not? You got 9. If need be, I can use you as a smith if my character dies. Now, talking about tournaments. Let's get you a couple here, a couple here, and a couple here. What else would you need? That's about it. Maybe this. And I don't think we need anything else. I'll just give you another one in that one because Battanian tournaments, you do use a lot of two-handers. All right, again, infantry. So we want 8. I don't know if she's got enough points to do this. 6. 8. Yeah, she does. And then we'll leave that at 9. I want you to have a couple there. Maybe 3. And you can already make this. We'll give you a little in scouting. Be able to get you some passive. May as well. Again, I think I'll just go ahead and top that out. We've got the skill points to use. And a couple here. Here. And here. A couple there. And the last one we'll throw into... Why not? We'll just throw it into two-handed also. All right, that's everybody. Whew. Okay. Now back to the keep. Back to the smith. Marcus, let's try this again. All right, you got up to 23. I know that the next go around, they're going to get some good points because I'm going to be making weapons. And you know when they smelt down a high tier weapon, they go up faster. All right, that's it. All right, let's go straight into weapon making. And I know I didn't take the stuff off that second guy, but I will. Let's go ahead and get the swords. Wait, let me look at this. I made some extra last time. Remember when I sat here so long doing this? Yep, large, 2, 3. All right, I need one of those. I don't think I got any swords, though. No. All right, so let me go ahead and assign these throwing weapons to Marcus. And one to Tommy. Now I need 2 swords and 1 throwing weapon. All right. Let's start with the swords. Oh, I forgot to get the ingredients. I don't know if I need that. All right, let's try this again. Might take a while. It's 2 masterworks. We want the legendary though. Okay, now let's just let it be and go to the next date. Although I could have had Marcus and the other, I don't even remember the other guy's name now. I could have had them try to craft also. All right, there's the rooster. Let's go into the smithy, do the same thing again. I can't see what that says. What does that say? Balanced. Legendary, there's 1. I just need 1 more, come on. Go from legendary to dull. All right, let's have these guys get some real points in crafting. You know what? 92. I'm gonna wait. You guys, I'm gonna wait a little bit to get them up to 100 to maximize their crafting skill potential for getting points. All right, there we go. Now let's melt these high tier weapons. $97. Can I get you to 100? 100. Perfect. And that was the end of that. Let's go ahead and give you that. You got 4. We want this. 2, 3, 4. Look, already you can make the masking right off the bat. That's the advantage of making your kids from the get-go, as opposed to recruiting people into your clan. All right, let's go back into the smithy and work on Tommy. Let's try that again. May not work out this time, but we don't have this high tier, but we'll get it next round, hopefully. Masterwork. Masterwork, 95. Ooh, he may get it. Oh, we needed 1 more. Okay. We'll go 1 date. Give Tommy his upgrade. He'll get the masking this time. Patrick, party leader. Okay, you're a party leader, so you want a sharp mind and tactics. Janab. That's not my Janab. My Janab's not a prisoner. No. Whatever. We'll let him go free. Now let's see if we have. Nope. All right, we're just gonna go another day without them. I will utilize this character to build. I need 1 legendary. Well, I'll take more than 1, but I'll stop at 1 actually. right, that's it. If we're going to go a full day, I will go ahead and get this guy. He only needs 2 points. There it is, 101. All right, so we've got plenty of people making Themaskene. Let's go ahead and wait. Get everybody on the same page. I don't know how they're doing over here. Looks like they're doing well. They got a huge army. And that is the Western Empire. They're no threat, really. Could be a nuisance, but they're not a threat. And before I make a tragic mistake, let's go ahead and give out this legendary weapon to Marcus. "13 tries and didn't get any good one." Let's look at these two. Yeah, I still got plenty of room. Take that, Themaskene. Themaskene, who knows how that's actually pronounced. I don't, obviously. All I know is it's not Damascus. That should be it. That's it for the high tier stuff. Let's go to yield. All right. Whew. All right, so we want them to be refiners, because that gives them negative 50% stamina spent while refining, and they'll be refining into Themaskene. So we want both of them to have that skill. All right, they got Jalmaries. Who owns Rote? You do. Yep, I want you to have it. He was the first option, so the AI also thought that he should be the receiver of that fief. How beat up are my kids after that? Because they would have stuffed. Not too bad, actually. Not too bad at all. You know, they would have stuffed the garrison. Another 13 tries and didn't get anything useful. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move these guys up. I'm tired of scrolling all the way to the end of that. Let's just move them right up, for now, right up behind me. See if that makes a difference. Yes, thank goodness. All right. I want to smelt. Remember, they can smelt a lot longer now because of that perk they both just got. Minus 50% stamina while smelting. All right, that's going to do it for you. And that is all the crafted. Let's go into yield. I don't know how he slipped through. I missed him. As far as wood. Alright, there we go. I think there's probably some other people I'm going to use also. Alright, 1 control attribute. That would put you at 10. 1 vigor, which would put you at 9. I'm going to go with vigor. Put you at 9, which will not show up until you close the window and then open it again. There it is, 9. Let's wait for another date. And that will be who? The sturgeons. Liza. Nope, I'm not marrying off my females right now. I do have 1 female that's slated for marriage. Who is she? Edith. She's way down the list, though. Come on. Starting off with a masterwork. Give me that legendary. 2 masterworks. 3 masterworks. Time for a legendary. Go from masterworks to dull. That always fascinates me. $169. He's way up there. 171. 171. Oh, that's it. Whose army are they in? Still in Raggeds. What are you doing way down there, Ragged? Where are you going? Zionica, maybe? Grissegus needs to be protected. 2 upgrades while we're sitting here. All right, please give me that legendary so I can move on to the javelins. There it is. Whew, okay, javelins. I don't think that would take long because they're a lot lower level. They're not going to be 250. It's going to be 215. There's 1 large bag. Because we're not looking for legendary. We're just looking for a large bag. That's all I needed. But while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and craft. Actually. Okay, there we go. Let's have Marcus start first this time. So that he gets advantage of whatever's here. Large bag, legendary masterwork. And that's it. So let's go to this. Looking for anything that's not dull colored. Like these ridged tipped arming swords. Spathas. Alright. Tommy, And we're going to go ahead and have the rest of these guys get a turn. Yeah, we'll have you make the charcoal. And Rogan make some charcoal. He's got the refining perk. Look how long he's refining for. He's got a negative 50%. Then we'll have Sheila do some refining. Oops. And that's all the stuff that has the good ingredients will just melt for experience. We'll just melt what's here. I'd like to get rid of the... I forgot about Zanny, didn't I? I'll be doggone. You know what, Zanny? Can you make... This is 250. How many will you get? 25. She won't make anything worthwhile, but she will get some skill points. And then we'll have Liza melt. No. Yeah, we will. Melt. Not what we just made, but some of the other stuff. And who else? Ashley. I think that's going to be it. As far as people that can increase their skills. All right, one more day. And while I'm waiting, let me take care of this. Now, control or vigor for you? Definitely vigor. Also, make that 9. And also, before I forget, stop pressing the wrong buttons, Joe. Large bag of crafted. And where is Zanny? I just remembered Zanny's with me, and I'm going to have to do the same thing for her. So I need to make, I need to do this some more. I need one more large bag of, and a sword, and then I'll look at the other stuff that's available. So we got to do this some more. That's fine, because I've only got 11 minutes left anyway. Why do I have the Imperial? Yeah, let me throw you in here and take you, since there's no actual infantry troop that I would use. I'm still down by 1. Wait till the next day, and we got to get Zanny her equipment. Whew. Well, here we go again. Let me move Zanny up also. Zany, where are you? You are right there, and I want you to be right there for now. Just melt this stuff down and get some experience. There you go. She got a level. Let's look at her level. We'll give you Steelmaker, and then, you know, we may as well just stick with smithing, because you've got everything else locked up. That's the important 3 for infantry. So let's go ahead and stick with smithing. And Ashley, do some smelting. Up to 55. Try to do the small quantities so that my list is smaller here. I can see the whole list in one get-go. There's 2 right there. All right, now I can see the whole list in one get-go. It's much easier to work with. And before I make another horrendous mistake, let's give her that legendary sword. Tommy will have to wait. All right, so I need 1 more sword and 1 more... I'm going to hold off. I'm not going to have anybody else. We'll let her... Yeah, we'll let her do all the melting for now. So I can get her some more skill points. The rest of the guys are looking good. All right, they won a battle. How are my kids looking now? Still good. Still in good shape, surprisingly. I think Lauren is going to... Lauren, you can always count on Lauren, man. I tell you. All right. 1 more sword and 1 more... Or, ooh, yeah, 1 more tossing weapon. Legendary. Thank goodness. All right. Yeah, we're going to have to... Javelin. Large bag. Ooh, there it is. All right, let's give Zanny her large bag. And Tommy, your legendary weapon. Okay, and that is it. Everybody has... Archie only has... You know what? Corinne only has masterwork. Let's see if we can make her and him a 2-hander. Probably really should wait till the next day, but we'll get it started. Not polearm. Now the problem with 2-handers is the shield is in 4. And I don't like the Falx blade because you can't stab with it. That's for slashing. I don't like that. So we're just going to go for pure damage. 85. All right. It's going to be one of these 2. The difference is the length. This is 116, so it's going to be this one. Now for pure damage, it's the Fian Pommel. That may be only a 1-hander. Yeah, that's a 1-hander because it's a big round pommel. It's not here. All right, so let's see what we got. 85, 86. Another 86. So this 86 and this 86. What's the difference? This one has more reach, but it weighs a lot more, comparatively speaking. But it has better handling and swing speed. So we're going to go with that one for now, which is the War Sword Guard with golden engravings. Anything else? 86. These 2. 88 and 82. 88 and 82 rounded flat. 88 and 81. 113. You know what? I don't want to go with the 4. I want to stick with the 5 because it helps it. Now, here's the thing. I want to be a minimum of 120 in weapon reach. Now, there is a 2-handed here, and it looks real shaggy, but it's a level 4. Where's it at? I think extra long. It's that one, I think. 119. Looks like 116 out of these tier 5s. 116 it is. And we'll just make you... Oh, we got to go back to the blade then. We want the blade to be at least 120. Now here, there's the... I wasn't even on pommels. There's the Fiend's pommel I was talking about. That's for pure damage. But it does make it awful slow. Swing speed 88 and 80. I'd rather have a higher swing speed, 91 and 84. 32, 33, 33. So 91 and 84. That's the only thing that changes is the shape. I'd rather have that look than the horse. Okay, so we've got 91 and 84. We'll stick with that. The fan pommel. Turquoise is what I like to use on the single handers. Ooh, look at that. 92 and 85. It's lighter. You know, I am going to stick with that for now. So we've got 92 and 85. 92 and 85. This is lighter still. And it doesn't change anything but the weight. Oh, it's a level 4. No, we want to stay with the level 5. We want to keep it at 250 if possible. All right. So we'll use Zanny to melt that. Let me just get that out of the way. All right, so she went up to 115. Archie's at 115. Pete's at 114. Sherry is at 103. And 101 for Liza. And 55, Ashley. We're going with Ashley. And then we'll go for Liza. And Sherry. And Archie, I think. Archie. All right, let's go next date. I thought Lauren went to... Oh, he's engaged in combat. And Oanna's going to help. They won the battle. Good old Lauren. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, that's a 2-hour mark. Well, you know, I'm just going to continue working this and getting what I need, and then I'll resume the battle in the next one. Adios.